a lot of basketball content and give his opinion on it. I've been watching him for around 2 years. So, hey, the Fight Mike, bro. If you ever want like another voice in your video, hey, I'm just saying, bro.
Rookie class member Bronny James struggled a little bit here in this game, scored 2 points, 3 rebounds, and assists.
Right. Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work.
He was terrific. He had 8 or 9 possessions.
Saying, I don't think Bronny is a pro, and that because of his name, he's going to be with the Lakers.
Here we go again. Another fucking Laker video. I'm really starting to hate making these, to be honest. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks since the start of NBA free agency, and the Los Angeles Lakers still have not signed a single free agent. Instead, we get this incredible Bronny James circus, which has Laker Nation more divided than ever. So Bronny just played his 3rd game versus the Houston Rockets. How did he do? Well, we're here to cover all of it. Before we get to the content, we are less than 30,000 subscribers away from getting to 1 million subscribers. If you want to join us on our crusade to 1 million, make sure you check you're subscribed and have our notifications on. And now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? I never thought Bronny James's entry into the NBA would be this controversial, but it seems like the media has done everything they possibly could to blow this up into a huge story, and you can't really blame them because LeBron has been fanning the flames for 3 years now.
I want him to get to the NBA. I want to be on the sand. I want to be on the court with him. I think that would be an unbelievable moment.
Who do you want to play with?
Bronny is number 1 on my list.
That's dope.
He's number 1 on my list that I want to play with.
And this is despite Bronny saying during the pre-draft process that he doesn't care who he plays with.
About playing with your dad, like for you, or like what went to it from your perspective?
No, never. You know, my dream has always just been to put my name out, make a name for myself, and of course, you know, get to the NBA, which is everyone's end goal is here.
Okay.
And you know,
Me personally, I get where Bronny's coming from. He said he doesn't want to get out to the NBA and make a name for himself. But you have to understand, bro, your dad is literally LeBron James. You're a junior, LeBron James Jr. You go by Bronny because, you know, you want to make your own name, and I understand that. But you will, like, bro, you're always going to be in your dad's shadow, man. That's me. That's my personal opinion when it comes to that. Because your dad is LeBron, bro. And I get what he's saying about he want to make his own legacy, but, bro, you have a lot of shoes to fill. You have a big pair of shoes to fill.
I never thought about just playing with my dad, but of course he's brought it up a couple times. But yeah, I don't think about it much.
But to be honest, that's all a bunch of bullshit. Because if he really wanted to carve out his own legacy and his own name, he would have went back to USC. He has a lot of development he needs to do. Look, there's nothing wrong with riding the coattails of your father to greatness or to getting a job. In my opinion, I don't think anything's wrong with the nepotism aspect of this. But there is a part of this that just feels like the Los Angeles Lakers are rubbing our faces in it. I know I've shown this clip so many times, but JJ Redick saying this about Bronny is insane.
Bronny has earned this. Right. Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work.
And on top,
me personally, I feel like JJ Redick, he's friends with the family, bro. He's gonna say that to defend Bronny. Bronny, bro, you averaged, I think it was 4 points in college, and you made it to the NBA. It's okay, bro. Your dad is LeBron, and we get that, man. Cause look, I'm a Bron fan, bro. So we get it, but. Anyways,
top of that, the thing that irked me the most is Bronny didn't need to get paid a 4-year, $7.9 million contract that guaranteed him $4.4 million. I mean, I've shown you this chart before comparing him to previous second-round picks, but at the end of the day, he's LeBron James's son. But this entire offseason gives you an idea of what the next 2 years of the Los Angeles Lakers are going to look like. It's going to be all about LeBron James James playing with his son. That's really about it. Anthony Davis is just chilling there, happy to be collecting a check and playing in Los Angeles. He has his ring. D'Angelo Russell's just happy to be playing with LeBron James. KJ Redick is happy to be coaching. I mean, a few months ago, he was making podcasts with LeBron James. Meanwhile, the entire Western Conference got significantly stronger. From the OKC Thunder acquiring Alex Caruso, Minnesota...
Wait, no, OKC got Alex Caruso? Oh, hell yeah. Chat, many of y'all may or may not know, some young players that I want to see get a ring is Anthony Edwards and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for OKC Thunder. Growing up, bro, you could ask my cousin and shit. I was a big OKC fan because of Russ and KD. Once they left, it was like, damn, bro. I'ma still thug it out with this team, but hey, type shit. Nigga, OKC just got Alex Caruso. The West is looking stacked.
Timberwolves trading for Rob Dillingham, the Dallas Mavericks getting Klay Thompson, who was supposed to go to the Lakers, by the way. New Orleans Pelicans had DeJounte Murray donated to them. He was supposed to go to the Lakers as well. And the Spurs signed CP3 and traded for Harrison Barnes while also drafting Stephon Castle. The Sacramento Kings also got DeMar DeRozan, who was also supposed to go to the Lakers. And the craziest part about all of this is LeBron James was willing to take a pay cut to get any of these players, but nobody wanted to play with LeBron James at this stage of his career because they all know what the Lakers are currently. They are not even close to contention. This isn't even a play-in team. Now, the only bright spot from this offseason is obviously the Lakers getting Dalton Connect, but with all this circus going around Bronny James, maybe he's good at playing basketball. So Bronny made his summer league debut a few days ago, and his clips have been going absolutely viral. The people that are standing up for him are saying, if you watched the games, you'd know that Bronny James has been very good defensively. My biggest issue with Bronny in the Summer League is this man loves to gamble at the most unnecessary situations, like right here. Unfortunately for Bronny here, Colin Castleton is right here to make sure that even though Bronny wants to gamble here for a steal, which is a horrible time to gamble, by the way, Colin Castleton's right there to get his back, primarily because this man is supposed to cut to the basket, but he never does. Because it's the fucking Summer League. Most of these players don't have basketball IQ anyway. But this, for instance, is an example of Bronny James playing stellar defense. What happens when Colin Castleton isn't there to get Bronny James's back? Well, what happens when Colin Castleton isn't there to get Bronny James's back?
It's tripping. Yo, chat, real talk, bro. Now, Mike, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It sounds like you hating on Bronny, because in my opinion, that was some pretty good defense. What's up, Monte? Welcome to the live. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? But no, like, Mike, I can't agree
right
with you.
Here to make sure that even though Bronny wants to gamble here for a steal, which is a horrible time to gamble, by the way, Colin Castleton's right there to get his back, primarily because this man is supposed to cut to the basket, but he never does. Because it's the fucking Summer League. Most of these players don't have basketball IQ anyway. But this, for instance, is an example of Bronny James playing stellar defense. What happens when Colin Castleton isn't there to get Bronny James's back?
In my opinion, that's good defense,
things
bro.
like this happen. You can see in this particular case, there was help defense here once again. Colin Castleton's right there, yet for some reason, Bronny James just likes to chase the pot of gold and tries to get a
that spin move had his ass lost.
Steal. If you look at this in slow motion, you'll see that this is exactly.
Y'all also do have to understand though, bro. It's Bronny in the Summer League, bro. Everybody is expecting him to pop out, drop fucking 30 a game. He just had health issues, man. Cut the man some slack. He's coming back. Bronny, I feel like Bronny's gonna be a good 3-and-D player.
The problem. Bronny goes for the steal, gets absolutely cooked, and Williams is able to get to the cup despite Castleton being there. And it's just this lack of basketball IQ that really just concerns me, because at this point, just look at Bronny James as a player, and a part of you's like, what do you really bring to the table, with all due respect? This is the NBA Summer League. And Awful Coaching gives a very good insight to this one play from Bronny James that just gives you an idea of how bad his basketball IQ truly is.
Okay, so Bronny James is absolutely useless in the half court offensively, so we need to get easy buckets. The Lakers have numbers of 5-on-4. Please run your lane. Run your lane. Sprint. Sprint. That's either a layup for you, or you take this Miami Heat defender getting back, and now this Lakers player trailing the place wide open for 3. Why are you not running your lane? You stop. Now everyone's back for Miami, and you're just back into ISO.
If you guys want, there's plenty of plays like that in this video, but this is kind of my concern with Bronny James. A lot of it has to do with basketball IQ. At the very minimum, that's what we were supposed to have in Bronny James. At the very minimum, we thought that LeBron James's son would have some semblance of a basketball IQ. And I'm not just looking at his stats, I'm looking at the stuff that doesn't show up on the scoreboard as well. I'm looking at how he's affecting the rest of his teammates. But I will admit that some of the hate is kind of crazy, like when he airballed this shot during a dead period in the game. So a lot of people are saying that Bronny might be a little overhated, but at the same time, how could he not be? I mean, this is a guy that's been getting hyped up for years. He gets drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers when, all due respect, he really wouldn't be there if it wasn't for LeBron James. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he also gets this guaranteed contract to play with the Lakers. And when he's out there in the summer league, he just looks like he doesn't belong. I know a lot of people are just gonna say,
Mike, what about Victor Wembanyama? Victor Wembanyama had a horrible summer league.
And statistically speaking, yes, Wemby was missing shots. But you didn't look at Wemby and say this guy just simply wasn't making good basketball plays. Yeah, Wemby got dunked on by Kai Jones. But we're not making fun of Bronny for getting dunked on. Bronny's getting made fun of just for making inept basketball decisions. And I hope that changes. I mean, a basketball IQ could be developed with years in the league. And when you're LeBron James' son, then maybe that's gonna happen. And while I do understand I sound like,
yo, Chad, do y'all think man's just hating? Cause like, I get what he's saying about the basketball IQ, but then again, you have to understand, bro. Bronny just got to the league. You got players like Victor Wembanyama when he came to the summer league last year. He wasn't performing well statistically. He had a terrible summer league run. But Victor Wembanyama is 7'7". He was cooking up. I get what they're saying about, you know, Ronnie's IQ, basketball IQ, but like I said, give him a little bit of time to develop and adjust to the game and the speed of the game, because he is coming from college. Give him some time to adjust, and he's going to be pretty fine, man. That's my opinion.
Bronny James's biggest hater, I promise you it's not that. I really want the kid to succeed, and as a matter of fact, I kind of feel a little bad for him. I mean, again, in the case of Victor Wembanyama, he was the #1 overall pick. He's a once-in-a-generation type prospect, and when he was playing in the summer league, he had a game where he shot poorly from the field, and then he had a game where he absolutely dominated everybody, and you saw why he was drafted #1 overall. And in the case of Bronny James, when you're looking at his summer league performances, you're just looking for something to latch onto. One reason that the Lakers can rationalize drafting him straight into the NBA and giving him a fully guaranteed contract, which, by the way, a new thing that Shams has been doing ever since people have been calling out Bronny's contract is he would tweet out other second-round picks that got a similar type of contract to Bronny. I mean, like, the 41st pick in the NBA draft has agreed to a 4-year, $8 million rookie contract. I don't know, I just personally found that kind of funny. When you take a look at Bronny versus other legitimate NBA prospects, I mean, for instance, Bronny had to guard Reed Shepherd in his next summer league game, and it was kind of a wild contrast to see these two prospects go up against each other, because on one end of the floor you saw Reed Shepherd's smooth dribbling, his ability to easily pull up for 3, and him just straight up torching Bronny. And on the other side, you would periodically see Bronny make the right decision, like right here, he filled in his lane and got a wide open dunk at the basket, which, by the way, is great because sometimes he doesn't make the correct basketball play, and in this particular instance he made the right basketball play. You also saw plays like this where the play collapses and Bronny James took it in and was able to finish in traffic, which again, very impressive. But at the same time, Bronny James shot 3 of 14 from the field, 0 of 8 from 3, but he had
3 of 14 from the field is actually insane, and 0 for 8 is insane as well, bro. But you also do have to keep in mind, I don't know why a lot of players are just shooting threes nowadays. I get that it's a 3-point game, but you can really be solid with the nice mid-range shot. Look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro. He was just averaging 30 points a game last season. He's not a 3-point shooter, really. I mean, he can shoot, But Shea is more so like a mid-range player. A lot of these players do not have to shoot eight fucking threes a game, as you can tell. Because Bronny just went 0 for 8 from 3. Klay Thompson went 0 for 10 in the elimination. Not too much, alright, not too much, not too much. Alright, not too much, not too much, not too much, not too much. But y'all get the point though.
8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals in that performance. 3 of 14 from the field is crazy, but the fact that there's something that we could cling on to is remarkable. Now, unfortunately, that's not what we could say about his game versus Boston. The good news is Bronny James is very realistic in terms of where he's at currently in his NBA career. Even saying that he doesn't mind playing in the G League after scoring 8 points in that performance. Saying, I'm just looking forward to any basketball I play, no matter what level I'm playing at. And the embarrassing part about this is the entire Laker coaching staff is trying to make this sound like it's completely normal and that Bronny's this high IQ, very intelligent basketball player that one day is going to be very, very successful in the NBA.
Last game of the Cali Classic, defensively, he was terrific. He had 8 or 9 possessions where, whether it was ball pressure or switching, just making plays defensively, that's been a real point of emphasis in all my conversations and the times I have been with the team on the practice floor.
But it's just so hard to
How you
envision
doing, man?
it.
Welcome to the live. How you doing, man? You said clip farmer. I mean, I can. I used to be a little clip farmer back in the day, but as of recently, I just been chill. Clip farming only can take you so far, man.
When he is struggling this mightily in the Summer League. Now, versus the Boston Celtics Summer League team, Jaylen Brown went viral for saying this to Kyer Gundrezic.
Is that Angela Reese? She was courtside with JB? That's kind of insane for Bronny's game. That's kind of
huge shout out to Legends Twitter. You do a little lip reading here. Brown says, I don't think Bronny is a pro. Kyer says, I think he'll be on a G League for sure. And then Brown says, because of his name, he's going to be with the Lakers main. He said this in the middle of a disastrous game versus the Boston Celtics. I mean, Bronny James not only took ill-advised 3-pointers that he airballed, even when he was wide open for 3, he would also airball. And it's just kind of crazy because if you remember how much LeBron was gassing up his son throughout the past 2 years, just watching this type of performance is hilarious. And for those of you guys that are saying I'm being
Reese, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You should come over to the Twitch. I'm gonna start there. I'm trying to build up my Twitch family, and that'll really be appreciated. Another thing is, I really feel like Bronny, he did get in because of his dad. Because at the same time, bro was averaging 4 points in college, and a lot of athletes that average 4 points in college basketball don't get drafted by the NBA. So with that being said, I for sure think Bronny got into the NBA because of his dad. I can't change your mind on that. Yeah, my Twitter's in my bio, man. Nobody in here right now, but hey, I'm still vibing, bro. I'm still vibing. I'm still living. I'm still grinding. Phase, they recruiting, so phase up.
Being too hard on Bronny, I think you guys are forgetting that LeBron James literally would go out to the media and say that we could use Bronny on our team right now when the Los Angeles Lakers were struggling over this past year. LeBron literally tweeted, man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Lightweight hilarious. So,
I mean, at the same time, damn, Brian did tweet this. With this being said, bro, LeBron, it's your son, man. So I see how you could be gassing him like, oh yeah, bro, my son better than some of these people I done play with. Of course you don't gas your son, bro, because that's your dream to play in the NBA with him. So I would gas my son too just to raise his stock. If you could raise his draft stock, he gets drafted, bro. So with that being said, man, that's real.
Some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Lightweight hilarious. So obviously whenever you tweet stuff like that and your son is struggling in the G League, people are gonna point and make fun of it. And personally, I just feel bad for Bronny. He seems like a nice kid. As a matter of fact, he seems like an incredible kid. Doesn't get himself into trouble, just wants to hoop, and all of the people that hate on him kind of do so by proxy of his dad. A lot of it is due to the nepotism and him getting this incredible opportunity that people have been struggling for years. For example, take Mac McClung, for instance. He He's 6'2", a two-time NBA slam dunk champion, led his G League team to a championship, and then won the MVP the very next year. Bronny James is 6'2", averaged less than 5 points per game in college, and didn't even start. Mac McClung isn't in the NBA, but Bronny James is in the NBA. So I guess that's why people are so frustrated about Bronny James being provided this incredible opportunity, and then the Laker coaching staff making it seem like,
oh, he's this incredible prospect. It has nothing to do with us wanting to please LeBron.
At the end of the day, as a Laker fan and as a human, I want to see Bronny James succeed. It's just very difficult to see the roadmap to him succeeding when he's already struggling against Summer League players who are in turn going to be G League players and players that play overseas. But maybe he's just getting the jitters. Maybe the fact that there's all of this publicity surrounding him and the fact that he's LeBron James's son. A lot of people don't feel like he's deserving of the position he's in. And maybe that's rattling him a little bit. After all, he's had a very difficult year over the past year.
Yeah, Bronny, he did have a heart defect, so that could play a reason into why he averaged 5 points in college. He kind of set out. I could see how that could play into account. Damn. Jesus Christ.
And if there's truly a development plan in place for Bronny, maybe he develops into a very good NBA player. It's just very difficult to see that this early on, but at the end of the day, Bronny is supposed to be a developmental player. He's not supposed to be a superstar that steps in right away and plays for the Lakers. But I will say, after watching the Summer League, I cannot envision a world where Bronny James takes a professional NBA court and checks in during a legitimate NBA regular season game and plays meaningful minutes with his dad, unless if it's garbage time, and even then I would feel a little uneasy. It just seems like he's completely outmatched over there, but I think that could change one day, but I don't think that day is today. I feel like there's a lot that he has to do to get there, but he's LeBron James's son, so maybe he can do it. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about Bronny's Summer League performance? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's a disaster? But apart from that, a player that is getting a lot of hype is none other than Cooper Flagg, who's been dominating in Team USA scrimmages. At the same time, Caitlin Clark has officially declared war on the WNBA. I made videos.
Wait, what's going on with Caitlin Clark? I'm not too caught up with the WNBA, so I'm gonna have to do my research on that one day and just tune back into it. Cause I actually want to know what's going on with Caitlin Clark, bro. She's actually a shooter. But why Bronny get drafted over better players? Because of his dad, man. Like, realistically speaking, his dad was on Twitter saying, my son better than this person, blah, blah, blah. He was just raising his draft stock so the Lakers or any other team could draft him. And in the second round, the Lakers picked him. It's Bron's son. How they go undrafted? That's a good question, man. Everybody dad is not LeBron James. That's the best thing I can tell you. Everybody dad is not LeBron James.
Videos on both of those topics, and I'll leave it in the end screen and meet you guys there. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Hey chat, yo TZM, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. If you liked it, don't forget to share. Type stuff.